So you have to say gather.
Gather.
Gather. Say it
Gather.
again. Gather.
Gather. Oh.
Say gather.
Welcome
back to Hunt
and
Gather.
Farmstead.
day 16.
Day 16. We're on day 16.
Day what?
16. This is what we're up to. This whole area here.
We've lost it at 16 days of craziness and now we've lost the plot.
Yeah, I got no clue.
Yeah.
This is the area. That part's done. How good does it look?
Well,
We're going to come along here. All the way along here. Get this all weeded out. Whippersnipped.
nice and slow.
Whippersnipped. Whippersnipped. Behind at the back there.
Oh my god.
We're going to weed that. Pull these pots out.
Are we going to weed in here? In here? And here?
All the pots are getting weeded. All in around the pots are getting weeded. And what we're actually going to do, we're going to turn these bathtubs around so they're the other way, because what we actually want to plan on doing is getting the high tunnel that's going to go across there. So all we're going to do is strip this area here just so it's nice and neat to work in. We'll probably just mulch in here. I just sent my kids inside to sort out their behaviour after what you just heard. And this is the way that they've sorted out their behaviour. They've learned to get along. They've learned to get along and wear each other's clothes.
So I've come out to do the weeding without the kids. And it's so peaceful. Even though I hate weeding, it's probably something I do every day just to give myself some downtime. So at the moment I'm just pulling all the weeds out of this tub that has our aloe vera in it. It was overrun before, but I just seem to be snapping all that aloe vera in the process, which sucks. And it's alright. Aloe vera will grow back. See, look, I just did it again. There's a snail on that one too. Chickens are like that. Aloe vera is one of the plants that we use all the time in summer. So we don't use sunscreen because of all the nasty carcinogenic stuff they put in it, which is ironic, is it not? We keep this on hand because it actually, if we do get burnt, we're pretty sun smart and we don't get burnt very often. But it does happen. We make mistakes. We're only humans, so when we do get burnt, we just whack on, snap a leaf off the aloe vera and pop it on because it is so helpful in that scenario. Got it. After this garden makeover, I will be doing a video of our medicine cabinet, what we keep in it all the time, what we have access to all the time. We do try and stay as natural as possible without relying on pharmaceutical companies as much as we can. Homegrown garden is so good for it. There's so many natural occurring resources that you can utilize to keep you and your family safe. We've been learning a lot about that over the last 6 years or so. So we'll do a video on that, but for now, there we go. That looks so much better. I don't know if you know, most people know, but if you don't, aloe vera is one of those plants that just pops. So we started off with this bad boy here, and this year we even got a beautiful flower from him. The flower's been eaten now, but, and he's just popped off, pops everywhere. So that'll keep growing, that's good. Obviously you didn't see me in the video yesterday because I had a headache again. I was out for the count, just needed a day. And then this morning, my husband, bless his soul, left me to sleep and I did not wake up until 20 to 9. I am so tired. My body really needed that sleep, but I also wasn't even ready to wake up because I only woke up because one of my kids knocked on the door. I needed the sleep in, that's for sure. I think I might uppot this one today. This is a blueberry, and although it looks really dead, I feel like there's still some shoots happening. I'll trim it back, uppot it, and see how we go. Look at this. It's just weeds bloody everywhere. I suspect this is why this blueberry has died, because it's been strangled out. I wonder once I take all these out if this blueberry will actually come back, because I've just taken out everything that was competing against it for the nutrients in the soil. I'll get Les to stop and get some mulch today, some potting mix, so I can repot that. But I took all the grass roots out that was suffocating the root system of this blueberry, which is why it looks so sad, is my guess. But I think we're going to be able to save it, because if you look here, there's brand new little shoots happening all up here. So I think that'll come back. This blueberry needs to be up-potted as well. This is crazy, you guys. This grass is nasty. Guys, look at this one. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in that pot except weeds. I'm tipping there's probably going to be a few of you people out there that are wondering why we've started this channel and called it Hunting Together Farmstead when we don't even have a farm. But you're probably wondering why we called it that. Our dream is to own a farm. It's something that we've been diligently working towards for a really long time, and every decision that we have made in the past 3 years has been really intentional and really focused on, there's another one, really focused on is this going to be helpful for when we have a farm? Can we use this when we have a farm? Yeah, this doesn't fit in our house right now, but it will be so helpful for self-sufficiency and self-sustainability when we have our farm. So we're not even contemplating the fact that this won't happen for us. It will happen. We work incredibly hard towards our goals. Little willy wagtail. And in the meantime, we are learning as much as we can and practicing as much as we can. And this was kind of a perfect opportunity because, as you guys know, we're building our own house out in the country, but the weather at the moment isn't really allowing for us to do that. There's we just wouldn't be able to do the work that we need to do because it's so wet and rainy. So we've taken that opportunity to get into the garden here and do what we're doing, practicing, learning. What is that? What's this? It's just like, what is it? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, don't be put off by the fact that we're only on a tiny bit of land, but we call ourselves a farmstead, because in our head we're already there. And for us not to get there isn't really an option, you know, like we're going to work until we get what we want. As much as we learn now and as much as we know now, and in the process to getting it, the better setup will be when we finally get that to our dream. And we are taking steps to get there. Like, we've bought these cows. We have a beautiful cow called Claudia. She's staying out with a friend on a friend's farm, and she's pregnant, so she'll be calving in the next probably 6 weeks or so would be my guess, but we'll see. It wasn't an artificial insemination for Claudia, our cow. It was just natural, like they do on the Discovery Channel. And then we've bought these little baby bulls, and the plan is to have one of them go in the freezer and the other one will be a breeding bull, depending on genetics, if the genetics are right, because we are being pretty particular about that. And getting that cow, even though we don't have the land for it right now, is a step towards self-sustainability. It's a step towards not having to stress about these food shortages or inflation that's happening all over the world right now. This is us taking reasonable steps to ensure our food certainty and our health moving forward, the health of us and the health of our kids. And like Les has touched on it before in one of his videos, that we're trying to teach our children the relationship between them and their food, where their food comes from, and how it got to their table. We're so disconnected now from our food sources, and it's not at all like it used to be when our grandmas had their little veggie garden in the backyard and that was normal. Like, that doesn't happen now. There's not even backyards and houses anymore for that to happen. So as you can tell, we're pretty passionate about it. And even though this is a series on overhauling our garden, when we are finished this 30 days and we go back to doing our weekly or our twice weekly videos, the content is going to be that of a farmstead, that of our work and our diligence and our homesteading and preparing food preservation, stuff like that. And it would be really cool, you know, if you guys could share our channel around. We're just new, we're just starting out, and every time one of you shares it or, you know, gives it to people who wouldn't have otherwise heard of it, but they've found it because of you guys, and they subscribe and they start following us, that means the world to us. We really cherish that, and we cherish the support from you guys and the faith that you guys have in our success when you share the channel, and that's really important to us. So we thank you for those that are doing it, And if you continue doing it, that would just be amazing, because we love it. We love being able to share our story and what we're doing and our mistakes and our stupidity, because let's be honest, there's a fair bit of that. And this bringing 4 baby bull calves back to our yard is just the beginning, let me tell you. Okay. Fun time yarning, guys. Now I'm gonna get into the work and pop you on a time lapse, probs. And you can see me work at super fast pace, and then I'll come back at the end.
Set.
Hello.
Hi. Filming the day.
Okay.
Feel like I haven't done my bit over here. Yeah, I look at what I've done here with the whippersnapper, been hanging off that for a while. That hasn't been much fun. And the roots are so deep, you can see how far down they go. We've literally had to chop down with the whippersnapper, turn the whippersnapper into a digger, and get down the roots and try and expose them and kill them. But they're so tough. Kids have been great. Megs has been great.
Look at all these.
Meg, there's done all the weeding here. Levi's been doing all the big trees and been taking a big chunk out of that, which is great. We'll make a dent. That's day 16 pretty much done. And good job for the kids and Megs. I've just come in for the last little bit. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. God bless.